Jana, can you ask him if it's working? Can you quiet?
Hi, my name is Tom Hand. I'm a mental health consultant for the Pinelands Regional School District. I've had 38 years in public education. During 38 years, I've been a teacher, a guidance counselor, a substance awareness coordinator, supervisor of instruction, and a director of special education. I've been in private counseling practice for 30 years, and during that time, I was also the director of the Intoxicated Driving Resource Center for Atlantic and Cape May counties, which is the state drunk driving program. And for the last 9 years, I've been an adjunct instructor at Atlantic Cape Community College for social work and people entering the field of substance abuse counseling. At Pinelands Regional High School, I am a mental health consultant. I do mental health evaluations for general ed students as well as special education students there. I also do crisis intervention evaluations for both staff and students, and I am a consultant to teachers and the administration regarding mental health and substance abuse issues. My experience working in the field of counseling and making diagnoses as well as evaluations over the past 30 years have given me insight to develop appropriate programs for students here, as well as looking for ways to address students' needs. If there's a reason why this school or the parents think that there is a need for a mental health evaluation, especially during COVID, every day you see in the media the crisis that we're having for mental health there, be it anxiety or depression, or if we're looking at a special education student that needs to be reevaluated to see if there's a mental health issue besides a learning issue. I do those evaluations right here in district there. It's important if you're going to refer somebody out for treatment, or if we're going to come up with what's called a 504 plan or make them special education, that an appropriate diagnosis of a concern be established there. And during the evaluation, if the student meets certain criteria, they will get a diagnosis. From that diagnosis, we can develop an appropriate intervention plan. If it's either through school-based youth services, guidance, special education, or if we have to go to outside resources to assist those students and families. My name is Tom Hand. I'm the mental health consultant for the Pinelands Regional School, and I'm here to help.
Quality was not good on the playback, but if you want to save, it's on the website. I saw the student counselor here. Do you want to give your update? Good evening. I'm Madison Romano, Senior Class Vice President.
And I'm Olivia Benson, Junior Class President. Student government is honored to be able to present at the monthly board meetings so that the board members, staff, and public can all hear about amazing things happening in our high school.
Senior prom was last Friday. Students from the class of 2022 got all dressed up and celebrated a night in Vegas. Congratulations to our king and queen, Haran Boyd and Bridget Dudas.
Last Thursday, the girls' flag football team hosted a wing-off playoff against the teacher flag football team. The teachers came out victorious in the end, and Corey Conway walked away as the wing-eating champ for the night.
Yearbook hosted its annual yearbook breakfast. Us seniors were given our yearbooks ahead of time, and Mr. Simon Sini and his staff set up an amazing breakfast. We were given some time to look through the yearbooks and sign our final goodbyes to friends and classmates.
The class advisors threw the junior and senior class fun field days. There was friendly competition, giant inflatables, and tons of water. We wanted to take this opportunity to thank our class advisors for all their hard work each year to make big events from this one to bigger ones like prom such a success.
Last month, our Pinelands Thespians Governor Award winners attended the medal ceremony. Congratulations to our Governor Award winners, Gianna Butcher, Caleb Demerly, Carmen Matarazzo, Christopher Bracco, and Katrina Erden.
Lastly, Interact members, along with advisor Ms. Heinrichs, arranged for 2 flowering trees to be planted in front of the high school. The 2 crepe myrtle trees were planted in memory of Interact member Gianna Palmieri and Interact advisor Ms. McGuire. Each year, when the trees bloom, please remember these 2 beautiful wildcats. The trees were graciously donated and planted by Klein Brothers Landscaping.
This concludes our report for this month and this school year. On behalf of the other senior class officers, we want to say one final thank you to the members of the board, teachers, and our administration for all the support and guidance throughout the years. As we graduate next week, we will take the skills we learned here at Pinelands and flourish in our next adventure. Have a great night.
So a couple of other things. Our strategic planning will start in the upcoming school year. Our plan has is set to expire, so we're going to solicit NJ school boards to help with that. I did survey parents, stakeholders to see what method they preferred, whether it be virtual, in person, or a hybrid. It's pretty much a mix of all 3. So we'll see how it goes initially in person. Maybe we'll let people also Zoom into that, and then if that's going well, we can keep that format. It's a series of 3 meetings. And then from that, we'll develop some goals for the district moving forward for the next 3 to 5 years. So it's really a great process to go to. And the last time we did that, we had a really great turnout. We're hoping for the same. I just would like to thank all the teachers, the staff, the students for an amazing school year. We're happy to be back. It was very productive, and looking forward to next year as well. And don't forget, our board retreat will take place August 4th at 4 o'clock. And we'll do that here in the media center. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Moving on to presentations. Give you Director of Student Personnel Services, Karen Kenny.
Good evening, everyone. I'm just going to wait for them to pop up the PowerPoint and we can get started. Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Karen Kenny. I'm the Director of Student Services, and I'm hoping that my clicker works. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. So tonight I have a few things on our agenda, and the first slide is missing. Is there a... Keep going back. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, so let's try. Okay, so we have 3 topics that we'll be discussing tonight: the HIB grade report, dual enrollment, and the scholarship program that is actually featured for tomorrow night. The first thing for the HIB grade report, it's based on the Anti-Bullying Bill of Rights Act, which was created in 2011. And we are required by the New Jersey Department of Education to have a public grade of our implementation of the Anti-Bullying Bill of Rights. What's important to know about this process is that it actually is featured about the previous year. So in June of last year of 2021, the self-assessments for both the junior high and the high school were completed by the high school and junior high school safety and climate teams. They did a self-assessment, and those results were then presented to the school board back in November of 2021. After the board approval, it is then submitted to the Department of Education. They then return it back to us in late spring, May, June of 2022, and then we have to present it to the school board with our findings. It also has to be published on our website. If you take a look, there are 8 core elements that are featured: the HIB programs, training, other staff instruction and training programs, curriculum and instruction on HIB. And the other 4 topics are the HIB personnel, school level HIB incident reporting procedures, the investigation procedure, as well as HIB reporting. And after those 8 elements are reviewed, then you receive a score. It's important to note that the score that's marked in there, but it's 1 to 78. So it's not a 100-point scale, it's a 78-point scale. So when you take a look at our HIB score For our district average, this is the published report from the State Department. We have an average of a 77 in those areas. So we're very proud of our results on the HIB grade report. So now we enter June of 2022, and we will do the same self-assessment for this current school year. And then I'll be back again in the fall presenting those findings. The next topic that I would like to point out is our dual enrollment program. We have a very robust dual enrollment program at Pinelands, and students are able to earn college credit while they're in high school. And there are a lot of reasons that that's successful. And number one is because we have outstanding teachers with amazing credentials that are able to teach these courses. And we also have the support of the Board of Education and our administration. So we have partnered with Ocean County College and Stockton University. On the next slide, you'll see that we have 216 students enrolled in 364 dual enrollment classes. That equals 1,352 college credits. The cost for their credit is $105. If you attended a four-year in-state public school, public university, it would cost around $465 a credit. So that savings is $360 a credit. So here's our math for that. So if there's 1,352 credits and you save $360 on that, that is $486,720 as a savings if you were transferring those credits to a public school, public college or university upon graduation from Pinelands. Let's take a look at our Stockton information. We have 90 students enrolled in 198 classes at Stockton University. That's a total number of credits of 786. The cost per credit is $100, and then again, a savings of $365 a credit. If you take a look at the next slide, so it's 786 credits times 365 equals $286,890. So our grand total for both schools, for OCC and Stockton, which I can't even see that number. 7736. Yeah, 773,610. I'll make sure that this PowerPoint is also featured on our school website because that line in the middle sometimes blocks that off. But as you can see, the success of the dual enrollment program is just amazing, and it's really such a cost benefit for families when they're transferring or going to a four-year institution. So again, they earn these credits while they're at Pinelands. And then our last topic is something that's very near and dear to me is our scholarship night, and it is tomorrow, June 14th. And we are beyond grateful because we have such a generous group of businesses, organizations, and families who support our students in scholarships. So the next slide is going to show you how much money was donated in this community. And I want you to take a look at this number. $223,000 has been donated to our school district to award in scholarships. We will be awarding 92 students with 258 scholarships tomorrow night. It's just outstanding how generous and supportive our community is. So with those three topics of our HIB grade, our dual enrollment, and finally our scholarships, I really just want to take the opportunity to just point out how supportive and grateful we are for having such an amazing and supportive community. This is one of the highest numbers of scholarship money that we'll be giving out tomorrow night. So I'm really excited about that. We will have all of that information will be published, but it's a surprise for the students. So they don't get to know what they're winning until they're actually there. So we're really excited about that. So if you have any questions about any of this material, please let me know. And I will also publish this on our website so that you can see that information. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Karen.
Moving on to item number 8, board 4. Do any of my fellow board members have anything they'd like to discuss this time? All right, how about new business? New business? Any old business? Moving on to residents forum for agenda items only. Board policy 0167 encourages community participation in every meeting. However, the board requests that the public respect a reasonable time limit when commenting on agenda items. From the public wish to address the board on agenda items only. Seeing no one, we'll move on to item number 10, instructional. We will need a motion, a recommendation to approve the instructional items A through F.
Second.
Any questions?
Yes, I have a question in regards to 10BF, Special Ed Intervention Coordinator description. Just want to, how is this being paid for?
This is being paid for out of ESSER monies, our grant monies.
So this has no impact on our budget whatsoever.
It has some general fund budgets coming out of special education.
The intervention coordinator, can you tell us what exactly that involves? What the
Sure.
purpose of that is?
They're going to be working alongside with INRS and special education to provide additional interventions to students that might need additional support, as well as being more of like an instructional technology coach, what they did in the junior high previously and in the high school. So it's going to be a twofold position. It's really going to be supporting special education students and then the instructional technology support for either the staff, teachers, or students.
Do you know what the, or expected salary for this position?
No, it really would be, it's a coach position, so it'll be aligned with a coach position, but it really would depend on the experience of the person. We'd have to interview first.
It's full-time.
Yes, it's full-time.
Is this permanent or?
It's just, if the grant monies are here, then the position would stay. If the grant monies go, we'd either have to fund it through special education or not have the position.
Any other questions?
All right, this is a roll call. Mr. Bartlett?
Yes.
Miss Betty?
Yes.
Miss Hannadel?
Yes.
Miss Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Rossetti?
Yes.
Miss Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mr. Dalio?
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Moving on to item number 11, personnel. We need a motion to approve the following items, A through AA. So many items, we went right through the alphabet. May I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions?
All right, this is a roll call vote. Mr. Bartlett?
Yes.
Miss Betty?
Yes.
Miss Hannadel?
Yes.
Miss Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Rossetti?
Yes.
Miss Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mr. Dalio?
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh?
Yes.
The motion carries.
Moving on to item number 12, operations. We need a motion to approve the following operation items, A through E. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions?
This is also a roll call vote. Mr. Bartlett?
Yes.
Miss Betty?
Yes.
Miss Hannadel?
Yes.
Miss Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Rossetti?
Yes.
Miss Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mr. Dalio?
Yes.
Ms. McVeigh?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Moving on to item number 13, report of the board secretary, business administrator. We have items number A through A. We need a recommendation, motion.
Motion. Second.
Any questions?
Roll call, Mr. Bartlett?
Yep.
Miss Betty?
Yes.
Miss Hannadel?
Yes.
Miss Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Rossetti?
Yes.
Miss Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mr. Dalio?
Yes.
Ms. McVeigh?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We have no informational items at this time. Moving on to residents forum, general topics. Board policy 0167 encourages community participation in every meeting. However, the board requests that the public respect a reasonable time limit when commenting on any topic. Does anyone from the audience wish to address the board on any topic?
My name is Peggy Gotti, and I am a speech pathologist here at Pinelands Regional School District. A wonderful thing happened last month during the Little Egg Harbor Board meeting. It's the same wonderful thing that has happened in this district over and over again throughout the years I have been at Pinelands Regional. Administrators, teachers, and other staff members band together face-to-face for a common cause called shared services. Although many of us were disappointed by the income, on a positive side, an administrator's livelihood was preserved, which will have a positive impact on our students with learning challenges. Teachers and administrators banding together face-to-face for a common cause is not uncommon at Pinelands. After Hurricane Sandy, teachers and administrators band together face-to-face for a common cause to support one another, the community, and the students of the district. During the reconstructions of the school, teachers and administrators band together face-to-face for a common cause to provide quality education despite crowded conditions. During our COVID-19 trials and tribulation, which continues, teachers and administrators and staff band together face-to-face for a common cause in caring for our community families, continuing to feed and educate our students no matter how difficult the tasks there were. Teachers and administrators joined together in a common cause face-to-face to raise the bar in providing quality education that lifted Pinelands High School ranking into the top 5 nationally. It's now time to do what we have always done. Teachers, administrators, and board members working towards a common cause face-to-face in setting the teacher's contract and saving the livelihood of our talented teachers and staff, just like what was done for our talented administrators. Thank you for your time.
Anyone else wish to address the board? Okay, we'll move on to board forum. Ms. Betty, you have anything for the common good here?
I do want to say that as the parent of a senior, I'm very impressed with the events and the way that we're taking care of our outgoing kids. It's amazing. The students feel very loved, very treasured, and very safe going out of here. And I think that the Pinelands School District does that very well. I wish I hadn't had to go first because there's other things I want to say. I have nothing but admiration for the teaching that is done here. And as a teacher, I understand teachers are underpaid. It's just I understand that money is complicated, and I'm new in the board. I don't understand everything. I know that clearly. I hope that the money is found that is appropriate for the amount of effort that I know the teachers and the staff are putting in. That's what I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Rossetti?
As usual, thank you for all the staff and administration for everything you do for our students. As a teacher, it's wonderful to see, teachers going above and beyond all the time for our students. It's a great feeling. We all got in this for the same reason. And I hope that, like Ms. Betty said, a resolution comes soon. Thank you for coming.
Raymond?
Wow, am I in trouble?
Senator Denard, what's your middle name?
That's it. I don't hear that very often.
What's your middle name?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I was gonna call you by your first name. and your
No,
middle name.
Walter is my middle name. Grandpop was Walt, so Raymond Walter, that's it. No, just thank you for the student government update. That's probably the highlight of our meeting, right? When we get to hear from the kids themselves, and we certainly missed that over the past year throughout the COVID, but it's nice to have them back. I'm excited for our graduating seniors. It's an exciting time. Looking forward to graduation, which is within a week and a half, are we? Or a week? That's right. So very close coming. Certainly thankful for all the effort from the teachers and yes, agreed. I think we all as a board want to see the contract resolved and resolution. So we're pushing for that on our end too. That's all I got. Happy summer.
Ditto on all that as well. It was very, I loved her speech. I love it. She said all those wonderful things. Peggy, Amy Nass, I'm very sorry to lose Amy Nass. And I know it's Little Eggs game, but I'm very disheartened that we lose Amy and Nick. So I'm not gonna cry, but I'm very upset about losing Nick. I think that he's been amazing. We didn't realize, what we were getting and we weren't sure. And he has performed so outstanding. Also, I'm really sorry. So that's mine.
Do we have another meeting with you, Nick, or is this it?
We do.
One more?
July.
That's the
Same
part,
role.
that's the party? Okay.
This is names on there today.
Ms. Zimmerman?
Yes, thanks to my fellow board members have said a lot of things excellent, so thank you. And to all of the teachers, we support you. It's great to see you guys out here tonight and all working towards a resolution. The prom pictures were beautiful, and thank you, Karen, for that information on the scholarships. I will be there tomorrow night for a presentation. I'm super excited to see all those kids win those awards.
Ms. Martin?
Just again, congratulations to the class of 22. Well done. Wish you all the best. And I'd like to thank always the administration, staff, the teachers, everyone involved for keeping our students safe.
Talk about the cutest picture in your book.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what page, but Cassidy Martin is in your book.
Mr. Dalio?
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to touch on a couple things. I know the board is working with the administrators. They are working diligently to get a contract taken care of and ratified. I know, we've been living in this town since 1976. Me and my wife sent two of our boys through the school system. They both came out, I would consider to be well educated. Over those years, I've known a lot of the staff that work here. And I know that the passion that they have for educating our kids. And just by speaking to them, I know it's a passion, it's a calling for many of them. So one step at a time, we will get there. The contract will be ratified because we both want that. We will move forward with that. I know that's what's going to happen. It just takes time, a little longer than we expected, but we will get there. Nick, I'm very, very sorry to see you go. It's with great regret. I found you to be an amazing business administrator. I had my doubts in the beginning, but you really, I've seen quite a few business administrators being on the board as many years as I have, and I take the cake. You really do. You're very competent and you're professional, and you kept the board in the loop on any financial or fiscal item that the BD needed to know. I appreciate your time serving this district. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to echo my fellow board members' comments. I had three children, only one out here, go through the school district, and some of you taught my kids. I have grandchildren that go to school now. And we truly appreciate, especially now, everything that teachers do for our students and for our community. It's a tough time. I have family members that are teachers. I have the utmost respect for the teachers in our school district. Our negotiations are moving forward. I know our attorney is meeting with PEA representative, and we truly hope to have something as soon as possible as far as the contract goes. And I mean that, and we all mean that, support to us that that contract gets settled. Hopefully tomorrow night, we'll have a great night for scholarship night. Had the pleasure of attending probably in the neighborhood of 30 scholarship nights between my kids and the scholarship that we hand out in the memory of my husband who passed away. We have handed out thousands of dollars to well-deserving kids who are now productive members of the community, and it's a wonderful night to be back in person again, to be able to meet the people who get the scholarship. We bring all our grandchildren along who never had an opportunity to meet my husband. So every year when we hand out the scholarship, it's a great night to speak about why we're honoring him, and they get to know a little bit about him every year. So it's a very special night for us, and we're very much looking forward to it. Congratulations to the over 90 children or students who will be receiving the scholarship. Other than that, everybody have a great summer. I'm going to not say goodbye to Nick tonight because I'm going to save that for next month. I will say we are losing an amazing individual who truly cares about this district, not a pencil pusher in any stretch of the imagination. And I'm truly going to miss him. And our loss is definitely somebody's gain. With that, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Nope.
Nope.
You're going to go into a second executive session.
Second executive. I will excuse myself.
Here, we'll see it on next week, a little like meeting. So we'll get it one second.
So the folks that are here, the board's going to go into a second executive session. No action will be taken following the conclusion of the second executive session. You're welcome to stick around till the adjournment of the meeting after the second executive session. But we were going to ask everybody, we're going to take a quick 5-minute recess to allow everybody to get out, and then the board will jump back into the second executive to discuss matters of personnel.
No action will be taken.
Can I have a motion to end?